Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for another Whoa moment. Today I will be discussing men creeping on the DL. Now, before I get started, this video is not based on condemnation of homosexuality, nor is it based on condemnation of men engaging in sexual activity with other men. Now, some people might say, well, you're gay, why are you doing such a video like this? But what difference does it make? This isn't about me, this is about you. And also, I'm open about my sexuality, and I'm not trapped in the closet. And you came here for the truth, and I'm here to give it to you. And the truth is, there are many men with girlfriends, with wives, who live double lives, and while also living a lie. Now, this is a subject that I've been meaning to talk to people about because the media doesn't really talk about this, but I have been seeing that the media has been, showing a lot of people engaging in homosexual relationships. And that's, that's fine. I think that that's a subject that needs to be talked about, whether we like it or not. And also, what's being left out is that, men who are participating in these sexual relationships while they're with girlfriends and while they're married and while they're creeping and stuff. The reason why I'm doing this basically is because I get a lot of women who come to me and they ask me about this kind of stuff. They ask me, well, how do I know if a guy is gay? How do I know if he's cheating? How can you tell? Well, ladies, this message is for you as well, because some of you might be in a relationship with a man and he might be creeping on the DL as well. And I'm going to be breaking down some of these signs. I'm going to be reading you guys some scriptures because this is all based on adultery. It's based on hypocrisy. It's based on living lies. And I'm going to be providing scriptures, and I'm going to be touching light on this subject. Now, before I get started, let's pray. Lord Yahweh, thank you for another blessed day. Let this be a message that's going to reach the masses. Let your words become a part of me and let them reach everyone, and that it sheds some light into people's lives and it opens the doors for them. And the Father Yahweh and Yeshua, amen. So, I'm going to get this thing started here. I've been meaning to talk about this for a long time. And to be honest with you, for me being a gay person for so many years, I've seen so many men, men who try to talk to me while they're on the DL. They have girlfriends, they have wives. And I want to talk about this other subject, about some of you straight men who thinks it's okay to mess with other men on the down low while you're also dating a girl or you're married. Now, this really trips me out because it's really sad that we're living in 2015 and people are still living like we're living in the 1960s. People are afraid to admit what they're into sexually. People are afraid to admit who they are. People are afraid to admit how they really feel deep down inside. Now, for women, it's a little different for them. They get a pass because when people look at two women together, it's like, okay, that's hot, my girl got a girlfriend, some guys may think. But ladies, what about this? What about my man has a boyfriend? See? when we touch base on that subject, we think it's disgusting. But trust me, it's all in the same in God's eyes. Now, what really is it that really upsets me, and it upsets so many other people, is that men are so filled with pride. Men are so filled with, I gotta be a man, I gotta be this, I gotta be that. You got these feminine bottoms prancing around, waltzing around, in and out of town, and they putting up such a front that I'm such a hard nigga, I'm such a hard nigga, I'm hard, you know, I'm masculine, I'm a man, I'm a man. Sweetie, you don't have to prove anything. You know, I just don't understand. You got these feminine bottoms who are just being masculine when they're not really masculine at all. You got these masculine guys who are on the DL and they act like they're so hard, but when they're behind closed doors, guess what they're doing, ladies? Oh yes. Now see, I'm going to keep it straight up with you guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Some of the things I might say might be very graphic, but we're living in a time where everything's graphic, you know. So I don't believe that me holding back how I feel on this particular subject has anything to do with what you guys actually think, because there's so many hypocrites out there. So many hypocrites. And the majority of these hypocrites are usually men. That's right. They're usually men. You got these men, when they get around their homeboys and they see another gay person who's openly gay, obviously, who seems to be content with their life, but it suppresses them so much because they know that they're afraid to admit how they are. They're afraid to put themselves out there like that. So when they see another gay person, oh, there's that faggot right there. There's that flaming. There's that punk. You know, what they use down here in Florida. And when I see things like that, I'm like, really? Really? I mean, I'm going to use myself as an example, because I'm a feminine gay man and I'm also a bottom. When I see these kind of things, I just sit back and I kind of laugh, because like, really, like, I really get to you that bad, you know, because I'm honest with myself. I'm not trapped in the closet like you guys. You think that your masculinity is any different than mine? You know, I just don't really understand. People are still going to view you as a faggot, as a gay person. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how hard you are. You know, if you taking dick, or if you giving dick to another man, you're gay. There's no difference. It's all in the same. But it's the stereotypical bullshit that men gotta put on this front, like they gotta be straight acting. Why are you acting? Why are you acting? You know, it's just people just not themselves when it comes to being a gay person. And when I say, like, why are you acting, is because you're acting as someone you're not. Because you are really a gay person, and you are, you know, effeminate, but yet you want to act like you hard. I mean, really? Really, though? But that's just another subject. But the main thing I want to talk about is that the same thing as in heterosexual relationships, where men have a side chick or a bitch on the side. Oh, trust me, ladies, your man actually can have a nigga on the side too. And guess what? He's fucking them. He's letting them suck him up. And that's exactly what they do behind closed doors, behind car doors, behind dark alleys, behind you know, any place where they can get it. Some of you ladies may think, well, why would my man would do that? Well, ladies, I'm here to tell you, men are just naturally sexual, and that's just the truth. And it's more easy, it's more accessible for another man to hook up with another man because it's more easier for a man to get what he desires. Now that's one truth right there. That's one thing to look at. Because you got some guys think, okay, you know, I'm horny. You know, my girl ain't giving me none. I haven't gotten none in a long time. But I can find me a boy. He gonna do it for me. If you know what I'm saying. Come on, ladies. Come on now. You gotta open your eyes, ladies, because don't think that your man is not on the DL. Because a lot of men are. And you got some of them who are so good at acting, they're so good at putting up this front like they're not. But they really are. You know, you just have to see things how they really are and just look at the big picture. You know, if you see your man, you know, like say if you're out in public and they see another gay person who's openly gay and they start cursing at them, calling them, you know, names and stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, he wants to fuck him. Come on, ladies. Come on now. Any straight man, most of the time, who has another person with another gay man has some complexities about himself. Because deep down inside, he knows he likes men. But he just doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't know how to admit it. He doesn't know how to accept it because he's so worried about how other people are going to perceive him and would they still respect him. Well, let me tell you guys, for you fellas who are listening to this and you are on the DL, trust me, we're living in a time where you get more respect when you're honest, when you're loyal, when you're down to earth. You really think you're a loyal man when you have a girlfriend and you have a wife and you going around you messing with these other men, and the 9 times out of 10 you aren't using any protection? You aren't using any protection, and you meeting these guys online, you meet them on the street, you going to see them, you picking them up, he sucks your dick in the car, you know, you fucking him and stuff like that, and taking him back, and you keep doing it consistently, knowing that you got a girl at home, knowing that you got a wife at home. Now, girlfriends is one thing, but when you got a wife, and you doing this, come on now. And the most craziest part is that sleeping with another woman, committing adultery is one sin, and it's one crazy thing. But when you're a married man and you're creeping on with another man, now that is just truly trifling. That's very trifling. And what I want to know is to you DL men, what is the purpose? What are you gaining out of this? You know, I mean, you think that doesn't make you gay? I mean, really, is these men who say that they're straight, but they like messing with other men, and they act like they're not, and they put a front that they're not? But trust me, I'm here to tell you, if you like having sex with another man, you are gay. Put it that way. Yes, you are. And there's no other way to put it. You're gay. I mean, that's just the way it is. But this is just the beginning, and I'm going to be getting deeper in part 2 of this. So stay tuned, people.